in front of us is the brand new 2024 Wave 2 of LEGO Dreamzzz. And in today's video, we are going to be reviewing all 5 of this brand new wave. And for those of you who know me, I do really enjoy my LEGO Dreamzzz. I loved the first 2 series and episodes, all the episodes of LEGO Dreamzzz. So I think this is going to be a pretty fun video. So if you're interested in LEGO Dreamzzz and want to take a first glance and full review of each of all 5 LEGO Dream sets, stick around, hit that subscribe button, like today's video, and let's jump straight on into it. Really quick though, I want to say from the series 1 of LEGO Dreamzzz, I did buy a bunch of the sets at retail price at release because I really wanted to show my support to LEGO having an original idea. And gosh, they had some amazing sets looking back at some of the old Dream sets. So anyways, I'm really excited to kick things off in series 2 because the series 1 sets, they were pretty epic. The first LEGO Dream set releasing on January 1st is going to be the set Matteos Offroad Car. And this is set number 71471. It comes with 94 pieces and will be retailing for a price of $10.99 here in the US. Now, I wish it was a $9.99 set, but due to inflation, I believe these have all kind of seen a little bit up in the price. But as far as minifigs, it does come with a Mateo minifig. He comes with his hourglass and maybe a blaster, his slime blaster, and of course, we got our slime friend here hanging out in his slime car. Z-Blob looks pretty awesome. He's very tiny if you could really see him, but that's the only 2 minifigs you really get in it. And then also from like a Grimace from like the Night Hunter. But the build itself features a car with 4 wheels. Again, all the Dream sets, which I think is really interesting, are able to build them in 2 different ways. So you have enough parts to build it as like this vehicle with 4 wheels, or you can strip it down and pull some parts off and make it like a quadcopter. So something very interesting and different. I really do like that about the Dreamzzz theme. I would say this set is pretty basic. It features a couple sticker elements. Wasn't really too happy with getting sticker elements in such a small set, but for the most part, it's a really cool build. It drives quite nicely. I love the Z-Blob green colors, and overall was quite an enjoyable build for $10.99. The next set we are looking at is set number 71472, and this is Izzie's Narwhal hot air balloon. This one comes with 156 pieces and is going to be retailing for $15.99. Like all the other predecessor LEGO Dream set, you are able to build this one in 2 different ways. So one, you can build it as like the hot air balloon, which you could see I've built it as so, and the other one is actually really cool. It's kind of like, it reminds me of like an old Roman Empire, like, you know, where they have the seat in the back and are being dragged into like a games. Obviously, this is LEGO Dreamzzz, so it's very playful and it has a Narwhal in it. But anyways, this was really cool. Again, basically 1 minifig. I guess you can count others, but you are getting an Izzie. Georgiana and I really love the Izzie minifigs. She looks awesome. She has a really cool expression as well. She comes with a sword. Her printing on her torso is good. Her leg printing is awesome. But essentially, that is a one from another set as well. But you also get the Grim Spawn in this set. He comes out with a pretty cool printed face, has his wings, maybe like a jetpack for his wings, and then a purple carrot with like a kind of like extender to grab onto Izzie's blue bunny. And then the build itself is just a hot air balloon. I really haven't seen a whole lot of things like this in LEGO. The Narwhal, I think, looks really good. I really like the colors. Something else that's really cool is his mouth basically opens up like, like he's kind of eating or something. Anyways, this one also had the printed element for his eyes, so I did enjoy that. And then overall, the colors, vibrant, pretty decent build, especially for the price point at $15.99. Next up, we probably have my absolute favorite set from the Wave 2 of the LEGO Dreamzzz. It's going to be the space set. Guess what? Look at that branding. I love that. Celebrating LEGO space this year, so they even incorporated it in the LEGO Dream set. But this one is set number 71475, Mr. Oz's Space Car. 350 pieces with a retail price of $29.99. Like all LEGO Dream sets, you are able to build this one in 2 different variations. One is kind of like a Land Rover and has 6 wheels. I really do like that one. Or you could build it like I did and have like the space car itself. I loved this set. And I think for the retail price of $30, you get a whole lot, and it's quite awesome. One other thing to point out in these Dream sets, at least the next 3 that I'm going to be showing, is they did have my first impressions of the paper bag, which for those of you who don't know, Lego is making a statement and trying to move to paper bags and away from plastic. However, inside the paper bags, you still get these small plastic bags, something I found completely interesting. But looking inside Mr. Oz's space bus, you get space car, you get some really cool minifigs. The first one you are getting is a golden Albert. He is a whole entire, printed element here, or printed and of one piece. And then obviously he has his headpiece, so that is removable. But anyways, he is really cool. I love his decked out in gold and his little like ball hat. I love that one. And then of course next we are getting Mr. Oz in this set, and he's decked out in absolute gold, kicking off the space theme for Lego this year. I think he does a great job. And then the last minifig you get in the set is Jaden, who has a sleeping face, and I believe also a dual molded face, so you do get 2 printed faces on that. But anyways, I really like that one. You also get a small vehicle that Albert can be riding and operating. It's got 4 wheels, maybe a little rover or something, and it can move quite nicely. Got the rubber wheels on it as well. The actual build itself is going to be Mr. Oz's space car. I thought this was a really cool build. Actually, when you get to all the way bag 3, you essentially have this yellow car, and you could literally use this as like a yellow car in a Lego city, or you can continue and add on pieces to make it a rover or this space car. So really cool options. You can really do a lot with these Lego sets, and at the end of today's video, I'll show you all the extra pieces that we got from all of these 5 sets. It's actually quite a lot. So anyways, that's just something to keep in mind. I really enjoyed the build. I love all the little details into it. You have like your blasters to like move this car going forward in space, and then of course you have this very cool shiny translucent blue piece where you can put Mr. Oz inside. But anyways, he can be inside of there, and you can place that over and kind of hide him from any air dust going through and traveling. And then also these are stud shooters, so if you turn these studs will shoot out pretty dramatically. Watch the eyes. And then one other thing to note is there was quite a few sticker elements as well. Like you have the license plate saying Dreamzzz, but 34 is going to be the E and the A. You do have a sticker element of like the hourglass here, and just miscellaneous other stickers all over this Lego set. But overall, again, for the price of $30, I think this one is quite justifiable just because of how really cool and unique this set really is. The next Lego set we are going to be taking a look at is set number 71476, and this is Zoe and Zion, the Cat Owl. This set comes with 437 pieces and a high price of $49.99. Now, for me, guys, I think this is pretty high on the price point, considering the Mr. Oz Mr. Oz car was at $30. This one is at $50. But let me go ahead and take a full review of this video and justify some of my answers. Well, first of all, this is a great set to get a boatload of the, nightmare minifigs. Like you get the Night Hunter, you get Snivel, and you get Sneak in it, and I think that's pretty nice and all, but you only get 2 of the good guys, which would be Zoe and Cooper, and we'll take a look at those minifigs in just a second. But truthfully, for 5, essentially 3 minifigs and then 2 of like the Grim Spawn guys, I feel like they could have added more, especially for the price point. And then overall, the build itself is not too big, of just, again, $49.99 being pretty high in price point in my eyes for this set. But one of the things I love about Lego Dreamzzz is the minifigs. Here is the Night Hunter. He is really, really cool. You can like hardly see his face. It's just because of how dark he really is, his like face. He has a really cool like scarf piece around his chain. Check that out. I mean, that is just an awesome minifig. So I guess one of the positives, this is the only set you are going to be getting Night Hunter in Wave 2. So I guess that's something to keep in mind, but that's probably my main favorite minifig of the sets so far. Next, we had Zoe. This, again, being the only Zoe minifig you're going to be able to get in all of the new Dreamzzz waves. I do like her crossbow as well. It comes with a little bow shooter. Thought that was quite interesting. We also did get the Cooper minifig. He comes with like a brick-built piece here. But anyways, Cooper looks pretty good as well, decked out in his like red suit. He has a side build where it's pretty cool. It's actually like a motorcycle. So I love that. That was a nice little addition onto it. You have this little element guy right here, kind of like a Grim Spawn, but the Night Hunter can kind of fly on, and it has stud shooters and wings. So that is pretty cool. Definitely a direct scene to the show. We also have Snivel, who has the 4 legs and a tail. nice printed element face piece and ears. And then the other minifig would be Sneak, who has a very large head, something really cool in Lego, and then kind of like a bow shooter there as well. As far as the actual build, you can build Zoe and Zion, the cat owl, in two different ways. One, you can build the cat owl as a flying cat owl, like kind of with wings as I've done, or you can build it with like the really cool tail. And actually, I kind of regret not going the tail route. I really like the tail, but I don't know. It does look pretty good with the wings. I think the set looks really good. By all means, it's more of kind of like a mech. I love that the two pieces here were printed, these like curved eye pieces. I absolutely love that. You only had a few sticker elements, which were on the wings on these sides. I believe that was the only stickers that I used in this entire set, which was very nice. But I love the translucent green kind of wings. I love the bright, vibrant blue and then the dark blue. I think the color scheme overall looks pretty good. The build itself was quite enjoyable. It was nice, had a lot of technic little built into it, a lot of movability. The legs are posable in many different ways. You can really display this set in many different ways. But again, I think for the build itself, you know, being the size that it is, at $49.99 is a difficult price to justify, because if we put it next to the space car, I just feel like they're very similar in size. I know the price, you know, the pieces are, you know, a little bit, maybe a little bit more on this set. But again, I just think a total miss on the price. But let's justify and go to the last dream set, which is going to be the Sandmans Tower, and a very cool set. Like I said, the fifth and final Lego dream set is going to be the Sandmans Tower. This is set number 71477, and it comes with 723 pieces for a retail price of $89.99. Again, I think the price point is a little bit high for one of these Lego Dreams sets, but it is a very cool one, and we'll go and jump straight on into it. Again, like all Lego Dreams, you could build this in two different variations. One, you could build it as we've done as this Sandman's pretty large tower, and or you could build it as this version down here, which is essentially more of like a, I would say, horizontal build and probably a little bit more details. But anyways, you get a boatload of minifigs in this one, which we can jump and show you. But one thing I want to call out is that this one did not have the paper bags. It had all plastic bags. So aside from the actual set, we get a boatload of minifigs, like I was saying. The first minifig we are going to be getting is Logan, decked out in all of his blue. He comes with a hockey stick. I don't know who's beaten up with that, but anyways, a really, really cool minifig. The next one we are going to be getting is a minifig I'm actually don't even know, because it must be in the new series. It is the Never Witch. I love her pink hair. The minifig, her printing looks pretty intense. I love her staff with like a pink gem. She looks incredible. If you take off her hairpiece, you could see how it is molded. It looks awesome, but her face printing has that like pink like slash going through it, and then her opposite face printing has like pink accents all over her face. So regardless, I think this minifig is awesome. Probably putting it over the golden Mr. Oz as probably my favorite, absolute favorite minifig. The next one we are going to be getting is the Sandman. He comes with that really cool like displayable piece. If you go ahead and place him, you can see how tall he stands. The Sandman is really cool. I just don't think he's has as much details as like the Never Witch in my eyes, but overall still a really cool minifig, decked out in his yellow to kind of incorporate the sand and kind of like the pinkish hands. So again, a really cool one on that one as well. We are not done with minifigs. You also are going to get Mateo. This Mateo is pretty cool as well. Has decent printing, has dual molded leg pieces, as well as a nice printed torso. He does come with a brick pencil, as he's in the Lego Dream World. The next minifig we are also getting is, of course, going to be Izzie. And this is the exact same one from the Narwhal set that we showcased earlier in the video. And she actually does come with the exact sword. So truthfully, the exact set. Now, a couple other builds in this set are a side build, like a little bird. You could see has quite a bit of detail. You could put a minifig on there like he's flying through the sky. We also do get a Sneak, which again is similar to the Zoe and Zion, the cat owl Sneak. So it's the exact same mold, face printing, etc. So same minifig in that one. And then we also have a couple other side builds here. I'm not sure the actual technical names of these, but more of a Grim Spawn build. This one has like the eye and maybe a brain piece in there. I actually really, really like the brain piece that was printed. But anyways, that'll stand. It's just brick built and has a couple different features. And then one of the other builds we are getting is a kind of like a, I don't know if it's a Black Widow, but it's a spider. Overall, brick built spider looks really cool. So I love that one. And then you also get two mini spiders to go along with it. The actual build itself is, like I said, very tall. It has one play feature where if you rotate this pin on this side, it'll rotate the clock as well as the hourglass, which was probably my favorite part of the building. And then, of course, this top section, which has a bunch of translucent blues. But overall, the color scheme is decked out in white with accents of gold and kind of that yellow color to implicit the sand. So overall, I love the color scheme of the set. The blue kind of leaves on the trees really make it pop. It's just something different, a whole unique color scheme in my opinion. But the set is built on different color pieces of like the sand on the bottom, like a base kind of plates. Inside is very minimal, I would say, on the detail. Like over here, you have the double doors when you walk in, and then on the first floor is just kind of like a stand with a sword, and then more like a, I don't know, potion brewing section. I don't know what to call it. Going into the second floor, you have your tree, of course, and you have a balcony with magnifying glass. And then on the third floor, you have a just book with an hourglass. Again, not a whole lot of detail. I feel like the detail mark was really missed. And then you could see some of the gears and stuff, how it works to rotate it. I would say the best part of this build was the hourglass up here. It is really, really cool. So if you can see inside there, it is, I mean, it's just a unique build. It was definitely my favorite part of building this Lego set. And at the top, we have that ball kind of translucent blue. So overall, a pretty decent build. I still think it's hard to justify for $90. I feel like this is more of a $70 price, in my opinion. How could you almost let me forget? I almost forgot to show you all the extra parts that you get in all 5 of these sets. Now, I did go ahead and mix them all together, but I still think this is interesting for a video. These are all the parts you are going to be getting extra if you build all the 5 Lego Dream sets exactly the way I did. This is a lot of pieces, guys, and I know there's a handful of small parts, but I mean, guys, there's like a 2x6, you got these round plates, you got this circular plate, you got a 2x2 brick. I mean, just a whole variety. You got gears, swords, the whole kind of spiel. So anyways, I thought that was interesting, and I wanted to showcase that with you guys simply because there's a lot of pieces here extra. And that's kind of showing you the variations of being able to build these Lego sets in multiple different versions. So anyways, let me know what you think of that in the comments below. But if you made it to the end of today's video, thank you so much. And you probably really love Lego Dreamzzz. Now, my final thoughts and opinions are, I really, really do love the Lego Dreamzzz theme, but I just feel like a few of these sets were a bit overpriced in my eyes, and we saw that in the review in today's video. But regardless, a huge, huge thank you to the Lego Group for gifting us these sets for review on today's channel. Like, a huge thank you. We got to be able to get these early as well as put out a review and kind of like outweigh some of the price points and are they worth it. I would say my number one set I would recommend out of the Dreamzzz theme would have been the Space Bus. I definitely feel like this is going to be a popular one simply because of 2 things. One, it's just a really good set, especially at the $30 price point. I think it's extremely fair. And then, of course, being a part of the space theme, essentially, they're kind of incorporating it into the Lego Celebratory of Space and badging the box as well. I think that's going to be a hit set. Now, again, I think even the $11 for the Mateo set is going to be a decent little buy. But for me, a few of these other sets, like the Sandmans Castle and the Zion and Zoe Night Owl, I think they're extremely overpriced. And that's, again, my own thoughts and opinions. But I would love to hear your guys' comments thoughts and opinions in the comments below. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching today. Let me know if you love Lego Dreamzzz. Did you watch it? Do you build the sets? Do you avoid it? Do you buy it? I want to hear it all. I'm genuinely interested in what you guys have to say. And as always, guys, it's been a fun one. I'm going to try and find a way to incorporate these into my Lego city. But for now, we will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Love you guys. See you at the next review. See you in the next one. Hit that subscribe button. Share this video with one of your best friends. And peace out.